96.7 KCAL rocks. Ah, man, some awesome stuff happened this weekend. In the sports world, that's why we got our guy, Mr. Awesome. Pep, what's up, Pep?
Patrick, 40, it's all over. The Lakers are your NBA champions inside the bubble. What a weird NBA season that was stretched back almost a year. You think about it, the NBA season, well, actually more than a year. You know, it tips off like in September, October with training camps and games. And then we had COVID and we had the layoff and we come back inside the bubble. But now this past season is finally over and the Lakers win their 17th title, 4-2 against the Miami Heat.
Wow.
LeBron James is fourth in Finals MVP.
Yeah.
There's only like 4 or 5 other players who have ever done that.
Fourth title, third team. Unbelievable. That's how I put it. I think it's incredible.
It is incredible. And, you know, again, 2 with the Miami Heat, 1 with the Cleveland Cavaliers, and now 1 with the LA Lakers. Yeah, LeBron James has won everywhere he's gone. Now, the only caveat, and I'm not trying to bring him down on this day, is like, you know, was he chasing titles? Did he, you know, going to the Miami Heat to create a super team and coming out to the Lakers to team up with another superstar? You know, but he got it done. Like the other teams could have done it. You could say the LA Clippers had a super team. You know, Milwaukee,
Absolutely.
they were supposed to be the powerhouse going into the bubble. Like, you know, so you can make all these excuses for everyone else. But at the end of the day, the Lakers got the job done and won the title inside the bubble.
It's just so wild that people don't want to give LeBron any kind of credit, but it's
Right.
just amazing. It's so hard to do this, you guys. I mean, look at it this way. His performance has become so pedestrian. We've become so used to it. He basically should be the MVP every single year.
Yeah.
But MVP has become like a second-place trophy because of him, and people don't even realize it. It boggles my mind.
I think the best way I saw it put was the Lakers had not been to the playoffs in 6 years before LeBron came to town, and in year 2 of LeBron being there, they're world champions.
Yeah, back on top. And I should mention, they tie the Boston Celtics for the most NBA championships now in NBA history with number 17.
Wow.
17 for the Lakers, only number 12 for the city of LA.
Correct.
Let's not forget, 5 of those are Minnesota's.
Yeah, nice dozen, LA.
So Boston, still title town in the NBA world,
And you know,
I would say.
no, you're right. And you know what also is funny? Like, yeah, I go on Twitter last night, and one of the things trending after the Lakers had just won the NBA title was Clippers. So I guess Clipper fans were, you know, over there, you know, kind of in a somber mood on social media, realizing, man, that could have been us. We had Kawhi Leonard, the pride of King High School in Riverside. We had Paul George. We had Doc Rivers, who's now gone as the head coach of the Philadelphia 76ers now. But they had all the pieces in place, so everyone thought this was the year the Clippers could get it done, this wacky bubble season. And no, again, when all the dust settled, it was still the Lakers running LA and running the NBA.
Congrats to the Lakers and LeBron.
One of the funniest things I saw this morning was, of course, we're seeing all the celebration videos come out from the Lakers in their locker room and all that stuff, but they found out that as they were on their team bus celebrating leaving, J.R. Smith was broadcasting live on his Instagram. Quinn Cook, a player that not a lot of people are going to know from the Lakers, and apparently the Lakers themselves don't even know because he was left at the arena. The team bus took off without him, and he's messaging J.R. Smith like, turn the bus around. You guys left me behind.
He has to walk home.
Yeah. I don't know what bubble protocol is, but like if you're stranded, if you're left behind, like you might be stuck. You know what I mean? Like you might be in there
He might
for a
still
while.
be in the
but
bubble. Yeah, he might be stuck there until Disney World opens up.
The price of a championship.
Yeah. I'm sure there's worse places to be than right after the NBA title stuck at Disney World. I'm sure there's worse places to be inside that bubble. But congrats to the Lakers, 4-2 against Miami, their 17th NBA championship. So the Lakers got the job done. The Dodgers still. Go ahead, 40.
I said they're going to be doing a parade. They're just not sure when. They wanted to wait. There was talking like maybe a virtual parade, but I think they want to do an actual parade once the city is actually opening up. So that's going to come in the future.
Yeah, you know, that's a great question, too. How do you do a parade this day and age? Like, what does that look like? Do you even have one? Is it virtual?
I saw that they were trying to talk it out. They had kind of thought for a while about doing something where people were going to be in their cars alongside the parade route. They decided they didn't want to do that. They wanted to get crowds there, but they got to wait until they can do it.
Well,
Tough,
they
man.
were even closing down like freeways and whatnot around downtown Los Angeles last night because they thought fans would start congregating downtown to celebrate the win. They're like, oh no, we got to nip this in the bud. We got to do something before all these like large groups of people get together to celebrate the Lakers.
Exactly.
I mean, it happened. There were like 60-something arrests. I think 5 of those were for looting. 1 was for vandalism. So, I mean, the number's not too bad considering that it was an LA championship, the first one in 10 years.
And you know what? We might be celebrating 2 LA titles if the Dodgers can do it too. I mean, they're going to play the Braves beginning today in the National League Division Series. But can you imagine having the Dodgers and Lakers winning titles right around the same time? What if we had just one big blowout, just one big Dodger-Laker parade to celebrate 2 titles? That'd be amazing.
2020, it would just make it that much, different every year.
Yes.
I feel like the family member of the alcoholic who they watch them drink, they just can't stop drinking. When I watch Dodger fans talk about celebrating a World Series that they just can't seem to ever win.
2020, it's year of opposite lands.
It is. It's bizarro world right now. And Dave,
Yes.
Atlanta Braves are tough, so it's not going to be easy for the Dodgers. The Braves are tough, and they've always played the Dodgers tough. So that will not be an easy National League Division Series in Arlington. So we'll see how that plays out. But Game 1 is today. And finally, guys, to football. It's a big weekend of sports when we put football on the back end of everything. But we go to the NFL right now, and so many crazy things happened over the weekend. So many great games. I will start with Patrick Seahawks, who won with a touchdown in the final seconds to beat Minnesota 27-26. Russell Wilson keeping the Seahawks undefeated. Patrick, they find a way to do it down the stretch.
Somehow, some way, our defense we basically played terrible the entire game, but the defense got a huge stop with 2 minutes to go, and Russell had 2 minutes, so he did his backyard stuff all the way down the field.
Those highlighter jerseys.
Yep.
Man.
They also had a chance to kick the field goal before we stopped them, and they could have made it an 8-point lead, and they decided not to do that, and they gave Russell Wilson a minute 54 and 94. He went 94 yards.
Yeah, as a 49er fan, I can tell you, if you let Seattle hang around like within 1 possession and Russell Wilson's going to get the ball at the end, you're going to lose. It's not going to work out well, and that's exactly what happened. Just unbelievable. Seattle's 5-0, man.
And for those fans of ugly football, we won, and we never converted on 3rd down, ever, the whole game.
Dude, how could that's one of those weird stats. You know what I mean? Like, how could that even be? How can you win a game and not convert a 3rd down?
It's when you go on 4th and 10 like 3 times and complete it. That's what happens.
Crazy. Big win for Seattle. Hey, also a big win for the Las Vegas Raiders going to Kansas City and beating the Chiefs in Arrowhead. Final score of that one was 40-32 as Derek Carr outdueled Patrick Mahomes.
Yeah.
I mean, those division games, you see that on paper, you're like, Raiders, they're an okay team. The Chiefs, everybody wants to crown them already, but division teams love to smack each other in the mouth like that.
So the Raiders looking tough, as they say, the greatest game in Las Vegas history, right? Seeing that LV next to the team still looks really weird. And then I also wanted to fit in here, what about Dak Prescott breaking his leg?
Yeah, so Dak Prescott with that gruesome injury. He's the quarterback for the Dallas Cowboys, and he's trying to negotiate a big new contract and then to have a gruesome injury. Listen, with modern medicine, I'm sure he's going to bounce back, but there was a lot of people saying this is kind of a career-ending injury. I don't know if that's the case, but it was gruesome if you have not seen the video. The Cowboys won the game, but it's obviously Andrew Dalton going forward at quarterback for the Cowboys now.
40, the red rifle.
I'm going to Kanye you guys here right now and be like, Dak had a pretty good leg injury, but the most gruesome one of all time, Mr. Alex Smith, actually got back on the football field this weekend. That was amazing to see.
Another great story, Pep.
Yeah.
Look how far he has come. I was terrified that Aaron Donald was going to break his leg, though.
Yeah, like wrap that guy in a bubble, right? Alex Smith, who again could have had his leg amputated when he injured it. It was 2 years ago. It was like November of 2018. Into the game for the Washington Redskins. He wasn't great, but he played, and I think that's a victory in itself that he got back out on the field. Although the Rams won 30-10, but Alex Smith was kind of the big story. Him and Dak, one coming back from an injury, one with a gruesome injury.
I mean, to the point where it wasn't just a leg injury for Alex Smith. And I mean, they did a documentary on it where they said we're in life-saving mode, then leg-saving mode in that order. I mean, he almost lost his life off of just an injury he sustained on the football field.
Yeah, almost lost his life. Then it was almost lost his leg.
Right.
And then he's all the way back to playing in the NFL.
It's such a good story.
Dude.
It is a good story.
Yes. Such a good
Now
story.
we know we've had some scheduling. We were supposed to have 2 Monday night games. I think we're down to 1 now.
Yeah, so we got Chargers and Saints tonight on Monday Night Football, and the one that was postponed was Broncos-Patriots because of some COVID-positive cases with the Patriots. They pushed that back. So, yeah, there's going to be a ripple effect. So the NFL schedule is going to maybe look a little bit different for a couple teams in the next couple of weeks.
Are we still getting Tuesday nights, or was that canceled? I'm confused on the Tuesday-Thursday thing.
No, we still got Bills and Titans on Tuesday, and I think that's like a 4 o'clock kick here on the West Coast. So that one's still good to go. Bills and Titans on a Tuesday night. Weird, man.
So we'll have Tuesday night and then no Thursday night because then the Bills were supposed to play Thursday night as well, but they'll play Tuesday and then Sunday.
Exactly.
Correct.
That domino is dropping, and then all these games are being affected.
Right.
We get Tuesday, but
No
we
Thursday.
lose Thursday.
So get your Thursday drinking in on Tuesday this week.
Ladies and
With tacos.
ladies and gentlemen, 2020. Pep, tell them how to get your stuff.
Oh, yes. Inland Sports, all over social media, Instagram, Facebook, Twitter. And we also got the YouTube channel. That's Inland Sports. If you like local sports, we got all kinds of interviews with local athletes from the IE.
Thanks, Pat.